Shahdol is a predominant tribal district of Madhya Pradesh, earlier known as Viratnagar, finds a place in the oldest Hindu epic Mahabharata. Pandavas were known to have spent a part of their hidden exile here. Later, the district came to be known as Sohagpur under princely state of Rewa. Today, the assembly constituency and the block have retained the ancient name Sohagpur, while the district came to be known as Shahdol in modern India under Rewa Commissionary. Once the largest district of Madhya Pradesh with 11 blocks, Shahdol was twice reorganized to carve out Anuppur and Umaria districts. Shahdol is rich in its biodiversity and act as corridors of the world-famous Bandhavgarh Tiger Reserve and Kanha Tiger Reserve. Three rivers, Narmada, Son and Johila, originate from Amakantak on Maikal ranges of Satpura. Yet the area under irrigation is not more than 6.5% of the total cultivated area. The climate in the district is semi-arid and agriculture is rain-fed. Rainy season is the main cropping season and paddy is the major crop in the district. As majority of the paddy grown in the district is along the upland, the yield usually remains 5-6 quintals per hectare under normal rainy years. Erratic and uneven distribution of rains often affect the crop growth and productivity. Sandy soil with low humus and fertility along with poor moisture retention capacity is quite challenging to grow crops. Yet helpless farmers continue to take risk. Such farmers are in majority. They are referred as complex diverse risk, that is CDR prone farmers. CDR farmers hardly produce enough to meet their annual household food requirement. The economy of the people in the district have never been agricultural based but on forest. The fertilizer consumption in the district is about 4-5 kg per hectare, lowest in the state. It is an indication of the poor agricultural status of the district. Only the resource-rich apply fertilizers in their field. The day of the women starts as early as 4 am when they enter forest to carry the fuel wood collected on the previous afternoon. The fuel wood tied in a bundle is then carried overhead to the nearby town over 5-10 kilometers. After selling it for rupees 20 or 30, they return back tired to cook food for the family, look after cattle, children and work in their small piece of land. Besides migration of male members, fuel wood collection And as a working wage labor, collection of mahua flowers is also an important economic activity. Collection of mahua flowers extends to 15-20 days during March and April. Unfortunately, there have been no mahua plantation in the last 80 years. Reduction in the number of mahua trees and its flower yield is also a major concern. Most of the crop fields remain fallow in the following cropping season after the harvest of paddy. Prolonged lean period of 8 months after a short crop season of 4 months is the characteristic feature of Shahdol district. The situation thus becomes quite compelling to search for options to support household members. Human development indicators and malnutrition prevalent in the district speaks of it. Tough decisions are taken like mortgaging or selling their productive assets, land, cattle and migration to distant towns for waged employment, leaving behind their family. This is one of the many reasons for an increase in the number of marginal and landless in the district. The prevailing rule do not allow persons belonging to general caste to buy the land of tribal community. Thus, in the revenue records, the sold land continue to remain in the name of its original owner, but in the physical possession of local elite to whom the tribal have mortgaged or sold.
जो इस राज्य के भी नहीं हैं, अन्य राज्यों के हैं, वे लोग उन भूमियों पर ज़बरदस्ती कब्जा करना चाहते हैं या उनको बेनामी अंतरण द्वारा खरीदना चाहते हैं। चूँकि उस ग्राम के आदिवासी इस चीज़ को लेकर काफ़ी प्रताड़ित थे, इसलिए उनकी शिकायत पर ग्राम दमगढ़ में धारा 144 द्वारा बाहरी व्यक्तियों के प्रवेश को निषेध किया गया, जिससे कि उन आदिवासियों की भूमियों को बाहरी व्यक्ति बेजा कब्जा ना कर सकें और ना ही किसी बेनामी अंतरण द्वारा खरीद सकें।
In the revenue records, the sold land continue to remain in the name of its original owner, but in the physical possession of local elite to whom the tribal have mortgaged or sold.
2500 में रखा हूँ साहब, और अपने बोआ से जोताता है ट्रैक्टर से, और जितना गल्ला आता है वो आश्रम रह जाता है।
Can we afford to sit back, watching things getting worsen? Do we want everything to be done by government? Decision has to be taken right now before we miss the bus. As development of natural resources and human resources is the backbone of any country, we need to act fast for an economically strong India. All the approaches for development must be based on the local strength and natural resources of the area. In Shahdol, there is a need to keep the households engaged in low-input livelihood enterprises that provide additional income to the household throughout the year. Lakh cultivation has been a traditional livelihood enterprise practiced by the tribal communities in Shahdol for over a century. The enterprise is already revived in Shahdol as the district is endowed with good number of palas trees. Lakh is a cash crop. With the availability of technology of lakh cultivation on Arhar, that is pigeon pea, the enterprise can be integrated with vegetable cultivation, which will be more remunerative.